We'll get back to the Germanwings plane crash investigation in a moment. But first, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has been scrutinized, for the use exclusively of a personal email server. And now it appears Clinton's server was wiped clean and all of her emails on that server are gone. That's according to a Republican congressman. His name is Trey Gowdy. Gowdy had asked that Clinton turn over her server to the State Department Inspector General for an independent review. Well, Clinton's lawyer said no. But instead, Clinton turned over 55,000 pages of emails to the State Department. That was back at the end of last year. Let's talk about the ramifications of this new information with Republican strategist Lisa Boothe. She's the senior director of the BlackRock Group, and CNN political commentator and Democratic strategist Maria Cardona. Lisa, I want to start with you. Good morning.
Hi,
Good morning, Victor.
Lisa, first to you, Lisa, how does let me start with Maria, because I need to start with Maria on this. Maria, why wipe the server clean if indeed all that was left were personal emails like yoga routines and wedding plans, like she said? Why wipe it clean?
Why keep those, Victor? I mean, let's unpack this for a minute here. First, a couple of things on the request from Chairman Gowdy. He himself said not too long ago that he did not have the authority to demand for the server to be turned over, number one. Number two, this new subpoena, it actually amplifies an old subpoena on documents having to do with Benghazi. And guess what? Secretary Clinton and her team have turned over 55,000 pages of all of her work emails from the complete tenure that she had at the State Department, and many of those emails are already in the hands of the committee, and the State Department is going through the additional ones, and those will be in the hands of the committee as well. In addition, Secretary Clinton has asked for all of those emails to be made public. Why do people want to see her personal emails, Victor? Why does Gowdy want to see her yoga routines? Why does he want to see her emails about funeral plans or wedding plans? That's just creepy, and it has nothing to do with the work of the committee. Frankly, to me, it reeks of desperation and overreach, because out of the thousands and thousands of documents that have already been turned over, after 10 complete investigations from different committees, after thousands on thousands of taxpayer money that have been devoted to this investigation, they have found zero, nada. A big nothing burger.
Well, Maria,
so they're trying to make a lot out of this where there's nothing there.
Of course, the suggestion is, or the expectation is, that there's more than just the yoga routines and these plans. Let me come to you now, Lisa. The question is, when was this server cleared? Gowdy says that he believes that it was sometime in October or after October, when those emails that were sent to the State Department were harvested. That could have been any time before or after that news conference that the former Secretary of State held. Do you expect that the House, this committee, will go through the steps of trying to get an answer to that at least?
I hope they do, because, Victor, the real question here is, what is Hillary Clinton trying to hide? And to Maria's point on Benghazi, there's actually several months of an email train from the State Department that's missing information. So, I think what the House committee is doing is trying to get to the bottom of this. Look, the reality is that Hillary Clinton is living in a house of lies that she built. She continues to peddle falsehoods and lies regarding her private server and her private emails, and she's gone to great lengths to keep that information from ever surfacing. Look, the New York Times just recently disproved another claim of Hillary Clinton's when she said that she emailed with other State Department officials on their official accounts so that information was captured. That turned out not to be true, that she was indeed having official correspondence on solely private emails, so that we may never see that information surface, and we don't know if any of those emails were in fact deleted. But look, it's not just the issue of the private server that is concerning for Americans. A White House spokesperson recently just said that she broke ethic codes with the Clinton Foundation taking money from foreign governments and foreign groups, like one that has been publicly linked to Iran. Look, and we've also, new revelations have also surfaced that her brother profited when she was Secretary of State from receiving preferential treatment from Department of Homeland Security. So look, there's this broader narrative of distrust, this broader narrative of entitlement, and this broader narrative that Hillary Clinton doesn't play by the same rules that the rest of us do.
Maria, let me to you, and unfortunately we're going to have to wrap it after this, but if this had been cleared, this server had been wiped clean, before the news conference that former Secretary Clinton held, would she not have said it then instead of "this will remain private"? She would have said, "This server will remain private, and by the way, there are no emails on here from that period." Wouldn't you have said that then?
Well, what she actually said, Victor, was that she erased all her personal emails. So again, Gowdy is making Gowdy. Yes, actually, we do, Lisa. And to your point, she is being held to a higher standard that no one else will be held to, including former secretaries who also did exactly what she did.
They did not use a private server.
Let me finish, Lisa. Let me finish. And in fact, Secretary Powell did use a private server, and Trey Gowdy, by the way, wouldn't have the authority to ask for that server either, and Secretary Powell has said he wiped that server clean. So again, she did nothing that her predecessors didn't do. She broke no laws. And moving forward, if Republicans want to focus on Benghazi, let's focus on Benghazi. Let's focus on Benghazi. They have found nothing there. She has said that she will come and testify again. She schooled them the first time she went to testify, and I'm sure she'll do the same thing again.
The White House intentionally missed.
So again, this is all about overreach and desperation on behalf of the GOP.
No, it's not. The White House intentionally misled the American people.
We got to wrap it there. And of course, what's important here is that this was the exclusive use of a personal email, a personal server. So that is something that did not happen in previous administrations. Thank you both. Quick break. We'll be right back.